Welcome to Webinar 4 in the Financial Abuse Awareness series. My name is Bill Mitchell. This series is part of the Financial Protections Project, co-designed by the Queensland Government, Caxton Legal Centre and Townsville Community Law. The series is an online continuing professional development program that aims to raise financial industry awareness about financial abuse of older persons. Before we begin, we acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, and we pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. This presentation is a brief presentation in advance of the series of knowledge modules. The slides are not read verbatim but paraphrased for emphasis. They are designed to be standalone, readable modules and contain references for deeper learning. So let's begin. Before we begin, let's take a moment to stop and think about how knowledge can help you stop being part of the problem and start being part of the solution. We know that personal attributes and personal performance are actually linked to a technical knowledge base. And we know that personal ethical conduct is linked to knowledge about matters that can give rise to ethical and standards issues. We know that knowledge informs and improves professional conduct and lessens risks of discipline, civil and criminal liability. Increased subject matter expertise leads to better critical thinking and reflective practice. And if you fail to take into account all these things, it's a slippery slope. If you fail as an advisor to detect or respond properly to financial abuse, it can have a range of outcomes, including disciplinary and licensing outcomes, negative employment outcomes. It might expose you to civil liability. It may even expose you to criminal liability. So before we embark on this series of knowledge modules, just take a moment to think about how important it is to be aware of financial abuse, both what it is and how to respond, and where it's happening, how to intervene to stop it from happening, so we can start being part of the solution. Thanks for listening to this webinar series. Feel free to download the PDF file for future reference. The next module is the first module in the knowledge series, and it's about ageing and context.